Have you spoken to the governor, and if so, what has he told you?
Yes, I've spoken to the governor. I drove up this morning. When I heard about the press conference, and I learned that the governor was going to be honest with South Carolinians about the affair, and to apologize to South Carolinians, and to apologize to staff and colleagues and people that have worked with him, and also to apologize to his wife and children. And I've known Governor Sanford for 30 years. He's a very dear friend, one of my closest friends. And I felt that, I needed to be up here, standing beside him when he did that.
Did you know about this prior to today?
No, today was the first time I'd heard about it. Mark isn't the most confiding of people. I've known Mark for 30 years. I've known Mark and Jenny as a couple for 20 years. And this was a very surprising and disappointing and sad thing. I feel very badly for Mark and for Jenny, and also for their 4 boys. And it's just, that's not what else to say.
Okay. Yesterday you said that in the past he had kind of gone out of pocket after the session before. Do you wonder now if you really knew where he was?
I don't know enough about his relationship, with the woman in Argentina. I don't know her. I don't know her name. I would suspect not, because in times past, especially when I was chief of staff, when he left, I know where he was going so that I could reach him. So no, I've got no reason to believe that in times in the past when he's 4 or 5 days at a time that it was any other than what he said it was.
Do you feel betrayed by Sanford?
I feel a bit disappointed. I'll say. I will say this though. I got involved in politics because of Mark. Mark got me interested in public policy, and I'm going to continue to push for the same, common sense reforms that Mark has always advanced at every step of his career. And the bottom line, Holly, is that a real movement, a real political movement, is bigger than any one person, and that goes for this case as well. And for those in Columbia who feel like the case for reform, or for the case of restructuring our broken our system of government, if they think that it ends now, well, they're absolutely wrong. I'm more committed than ever then to bring about the reforms that I think we need as a state.
Okay. Now that we know today that he was out of the country, do you think that he should have put the lieutenant governor in charge?
I'm sorry, say it again, Holly?
Now that we know today, yesterday we didn't know that he was out of the country. Today, now that we're talking today, I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you think that he should have put the lieutenant governor in charge during his absence if he was out of
the constitutional provision provides for temporary absences from the state. It doesn't make distinctions between, the country or some foreign country. The operative phrase is temporarily absent. And with the advent of cell phones and Twitters and the ability to communicate, 24/7 from anywhere on the globe, court decisions have been fairly clear, that just because you've left the country, that doesn't mean that you're, quote, absent, unquote, within the meaning of the Constitution. And the governor in the past has gone on trade missions to Europe or to China, and has not handed the power over to the lieutenant governor. So I don't fault the governor for that. Obviously, the other aspect of this is something else entirely.
Okay. A lot of talk going on about this. Do you think that his actions are grounds for resigning?
I don't